Americans can't stop spending. 5 reasons why. This is a Wall Street Journal story on 5 reasons why Americans can't stop spending. Here we go. Number 1, job security and increased income. The job market's strength, marked by consistent employment growth and low unemployment rates, has boosted consumer confidence and provided more disposable income. Number 2, home equity and low mortgage rates. Increasing home value and historically low mortgage rates have empowered homeowners to tap into their home equity, stimulating consumer spending and enhancing financial security. Number 3, pandemic-era saving and government stimulus. Government stimulus packages and reduced spending during lockdowns resulted in Americans accumulating over $2 trillion in savings. 4, the buy now mentality. Consumers are adopting a proactive buy now mentality to secure goods and services at current prices, driven by concerns about inflation and economic outlook. 5, a new outlook on life and experiential spending. A shift towards experiential spending over material possessions has emerged, driven by pandemic-induced reevaluations of priorities. Tom, what's going on here?
So let's break this down. They make some really good points, and some of them are very, very correct. So job security, increased income. Unemployment is down. People are back to work, so some of that is back in the economy. So that's true. So that's just a structural thing that's got nothing to do with American spending. That's just more people that are working this year than last year. Home equity and mortgage rates. Brandon and I were digging into this, and we're trying to find the home equity thing, because right now, I want to see what's going on with the HELOCs, because home equity line of credits, I've seen 2 reports that show that they have come up this summer, and not by a small amount. Also, I saw that the credit cards, we talked about this about a month ago on the podcast, are up to $1 trillion. So if your credit card's up to $1 trillion, but your house is up 30%, credit card at 20%, but a HELOC at 8%, there's an opportunity to unlock some of that value and turn it into cash. Pandemic-era savings, government stimulus, that is exactly went down to $400 billion credit card rates and bounced back to $1 trillion. So that is true. And the buy now mentality, I think that's true up to a point. My brother redid his kitchen, and it was true. He bought all the appliances like 9-10 months ago, and did save money on buying them, putting them in his garage while they were building out and doing the kitchen. And he did save money because in inflation, a couple of those appliances were more just 6 months later. So maybe there's a little of that. So I think the Wall Street Journal has built a story here around this. But what we need to look at is, I think people are using their HELOCs, have maxed out their credit card, and help given the economy a great third quarter. Let's see if it can continue on Black Friday and holiday spending.
Vinny, specific, I'm interested in your Transylvanian insight about this.
Do people spend on experiences with you?
People, let me explain something to you. I know people that spend money and they ain't got the money.
Yeah, save that money. Okay.
I can't with him. You realize the whole time he's looking at him, he's shaking his head. How can I
look? I'm trying to simplify things.
Go ahead.
What I like about Trump, he talks at a 5th grade level, literally.
Okay, go ahead.
You got Ted Cruz out there talking 12th grade level. DeSantis with his, mumbo jumbo policies. He knows all the policies.
I think underneath all this, Jim Bob, you have an opinion.
I do, because you're talking about all this shit about the economy. Thanks, Badnomics. What the hell is even Badnomics? Seriously, what's Badnomics?
It's
build from the bottom up. What?
No, just make us go broke, and that's what it is. That's Badnomics.
Look, I just remember under Trump. This is real talk now. Lowest unemployment we've had in 50 years. Okay.
For everybody.
Pay raises for blacks, for Asians, for Chinese, for Japanese, for Latinos, for one of them like she-men people things.
Transgenders.
Yeah, they were doing good too. Caitlyn Jenner.
With the African-American stats in there.
Now what?
Phenomenal.
It's all DEI, ESG, OPP. I don't even know what's going on.
You down with OPP?
Oh, you know me, but here. But listen.
Yeah.
Were you better now or better 4 years ago? Just ask yourself.
4 years, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, they had the fucking Wuhan flu, whatever bullshit. Shut down the country, shut down the world for what? Fucking flu.
Jim Bob, can you just get back to U.S. economics?
I'm genuinely asking a question.
Jim Bob, are you better now than you were 4 years ago?
I'm gonna beer slap you if you keep talking over me. I'm asking you, what is Biomics? Tell me what it is.
It's destroyed the.
What is it?
I have no idea what the hell it is. It's not whatever. It's not working.
What's the basic premise of Badnomics?
if a person could even explain that, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. But in reality, like these 5 things explains exactly what's going on in America today. And by the way, you know what's weird? You know what the market did yesterday? Up 550.
Yeah.
Boing.
Up 550. And that's the part about a reverse market crash. I mean, the reverse market crash is probably the one thing I'm most concerned about. It's one economically. Because if a reverse market crash happens, the concept of rich getting richer, poor getting poorer, goes at a level that you've never seen before.
Steroids.
And then, people are still telling you. Did you see the CVS and Walgreens now want to do a strike? The 3-day, whatever they got going on, CVS and Walgreens. And the auto worker, who's the one that agreed on the price?
UAW.
Yeah, I know. What's the number? Is that in here, Rob? Do we have the UAW story here that they finally agreed to UAW strike?
It was Ford caved in.
There it is.
And then Stellantis followed.
Detroit's paying up to end the UAW strike. Now car makers will live with the cost. Now car makers will live with the cost. Page 16, Wall Street Journal story. The speed of which cost of living's increasing is insane. Here, Detroit, 6-week strike by UAW against Detroit's automakers, including GM, Ford, and Stellantis, ended with tentative labor deals, but these agreements are sent to increase labor costs beyond initial expectations. Ford CFO John Lawler noted that the UAW contract would add $850 to $900 per vehicle in additional costs. The tentative agreements include a 25% general wage increase over 4 years, with cost of full living adjustment raising the top pay for production workers to approximately $42 an hour.
Yeah.
Shmiluch, $42 an hour. The UAW are also secured the return of cost of living adjustment and other benefits, such as the right to strike over plant closures and higher pay for temporary employees. So you hear a number like this, what do you hear? You say, okay, what's the word they used? The cost of living adjustment. Cost of living adjustment.
COLA.
Cost of living adjustment.
Yeah, in the military, they do that too.
Yeah, but
because when you move to a different place.
Yeah, but this is real, though. And what's causing this? You put trillions of dollars in the economy. The rich got richer, the poor got poorer, and everything got more expensive. By the way, even the next story here you go to, which it makes zero sense. It's right before that. If you go to page 15.
And Pat, add this. How much is a new car these days?
Oh, forget it.
Compared to what it was 3 years ago.
That's the point,
I'm not
though.
even bullshitting right now.
No, I know you're not bullshitting. You're very real.
Cars are as expensive as ever been. Depreciating assets.
Yep.
And now you know what they're going to do?
Tom.
I'll make this super quick. Ladies and gentlemen, $850 in new additional vehicle costs is going to translate to $1,500 in showroom price.
Of course,
because Ford makes a profit, the showroom makes a profit, the dealer makes a profit. That $900 in cost is probably $1,500 on the sticker.
And who ends up paying the burden for that, Tom?
We do.
The
customer.
The guy looking at the sticker
consumer
to buy the car.
It's like this minimum wage bullshit. Fight for 15, 25. They just raised something in California. It's, some ridiculous number.
Minimum wage for a restaurant.
We all know that these businesses need to make a profit. All they're going to do is end up passing it down to the consumer.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.